All right, October 2nd, 2013, range day number 2 with the Springfield XDS45. This is a gun that has been recalled. This gun has not been sent in yet, and I'm doing some different shooting to see if I can help with identifying the problem. What we've been able to do so far is cycle the gun so that the trigger does not reset, and today I'm going to look to see if when that happens, I've never had a double fire or slam fire with this gun, but today we're going to look to see if there's any dimpling or marking on the primer to indicate that maybe the firing pin in the striker is free floating and having the possibility of a slam fire or double fire. So we're going to be loading her up 2 rounds at a time. To do this, we're using the extended magazine because I can get a little better grip on the gun, because the grip I'm using on this is very awkward and I do not recommend it. Okay, sit tight. Okay, so we're going to get going here. So again, I've got the extended magazine. There's 2 rounds in it. Got one ready to come up. We're going to see if we can just get some marks on the primer to indicate that the striker may be free floating in there if I don't have a reset trigger. Alright, so what we're going to do here is hold on tight, release the slide. My trigger is reset right now. I can tell by how it looks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put my hand on the grip safety right now just to start the travel. Now I have it off. Going to hold on tight. And I don't think it reset. No, it did reset. So I let it slip some. So let me, well, I'll stop here. Let me drop the magazine, pull out the round, just make sure there's nothing on it. No. All right, we're going to load up 2 more. Try that one more time. Oh, I'm having a hard time with that. Okay, ready? So again, I'm holding the low grip here. I'm going to use my left, well, let's chamber around. I'm going to use my left finger to activate the grip safety to start the trigger travel. I'm going to try to hold the trigger in after the first shot so the trigger does not reset. Okay, I'm pretty sure I got it that time. Yes, and my trigger is not reset, okay? So, in theory, this could have slam fired. You can see the trigger's locked back there. Okay, so what we're going to do right now, drop the magazine. We're going to pull out this round, see if there's any marks on it. I don't know. I don't think so. Doesn't look like there's any marks on it to me. Compare it to another one. I guess this is the one I just pulled out. You could almost argue there's a little faint mark there. I don't know. Jury's out. Let's repeat it one time. Just one more time. If we don't get any marks, we'll give up on this theory. 2 rounds. Magazine closed. Low grip. Not activating grip safety. I'm going to activate the grip safety with my left finger to get the trigger travel started. No more. And my key is going to be to hold that trigger in. Okay, held it in. Gun is not reset. Drop that. You know, there is a mark on the bullet. I don't know if you can see it here.
Yeah, it's showing.
Hang on a second. Right at the tip of my knife there. That focusing?
Yep.
I would say that the primer is indeed making contact there. I can actually, the blade digs into it a little bit. There's a slight dimpling there. So I would say if there was more inertia, this would probably have activated another round. I'll send this off to the guys on XD that know way more about guns. A second, don't start it yet. Okay, we're going to do this one final time. I'm taking 2 more rounds out of the box. There are no marks at all on the primers. They're nice and clean. I almost wanted to, I wish I would have brought some white out, but I don't want to gunk up anything. But anyhow, there's no marks. You can see them pretty clearly there. Hopefully it's focusing, yeah. So what we're going to do is load up 2 rounds. We haven't been operating with any more than 2 in case the slam fire does occur. I don't want to have a gun be fully auto. So I got 2 rounds in here. We are going to close the slide. Now, low grip. I'm not touching the grip safety. I'm going to actually activate it with my left thumb. Don't recommend people try this. I'm going to bring the trigger back till it's almost ready to pull. The key is to hold it back for the cycle. Okay? You'll know you did it. Oh, the trigger reset that time, so I must have let it slide. So let's reset here one more time. We got 1 round in the bullet, or 1 round in the gun. There shouldn't be any marks on that because that would have cycled properly. Yeah. Let's try one more time. Go ahead and stop it for a minute here.
Oh.
Huh? Okay. So we're going to try one more time here. I think I let my my trigger go forward a little bit on my finger. All right, so release, low grip, left thumb, trigger travel. Okay, ready? Okay, no reset. I got it that time. So this round should have a mark. Geez, I'm not oh yeah, there is. You can see almost a dot and a dot. I don't know if you can see that, if it's going to pick it up, but there's definitely some mark on the primer there. Is that showing up on there? Can you tell? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think it's definitely happening. So we'll call that a positive, that when this gun cycles, there is a possibility that it can mark that.
It also happened on another one.
Yeah, this is the other one. You can see just a little bit of dimpling. I'm going to take these 2 home and try to look at them under a magnifying glass. All right. What did I do with that other one? Right here, right? Okay, 290 RS by 6 Hour with the extended magazine. A whole different trigger pull than I'm used to. Miss.
The White House says trips to Indonesia and Brunei
All right.
are still on the books. They might be scrubbed.
These are the 3 rounds that came into the chamber on my XDS with a non-reset trigger. All 3 of them have little marks. They're not, I wouldn't say a dimple, but definitely have little marks. I don't know if it's picking up real well on the video, but I'll have to take my word for it if not. But there's definitely marks on these primers that are not present on the others. I don't think it's from feeding, because I always thought the cycling should not make contact with the primer, should hit the brass around the edge. So these look like that possibly that striker was indeed free floating and allowed the firing pin to come up and actually make some contact, however light, on the primers. So I'll see what Mimo and 835 Mag have to say once they look at this.